Welcome to this explainer. Today, we're taking a deliberate, peaceful step back from the constant noise of our everyday lives. I'm going to guide you through some incredibly practical daily mindfulness techniques. These are profoundly simple, yet, let's be real, they're often incredibly difficult to actually practice. We're talking about mastering our own minds and finding genuine inner peace. So, right now, as we get started, I just invite you to take a nice deep breath, center yourself, and really soak in the concepts we're going to unpack. Because today, we are exploring the ultimate gift, the mastery of the present moment.
Okay, let's dive into this. You've definitely heard this famous phrase before, right? Yesterday is history, tomorrow is a mystery, but today is a gift. It sounds like a simple, maybe even cliché proverb, but within these words is a profoundly deep truth that completely mirrors the core teachings of Buddhist philosophy, especially the concept of mindfulness. We say these words all the time, but we rarely actually live them. Well, today, we're going to learn exactly how to live them.
So part 1, the grand performance.
Every single human being in this world is engaged in what you could basically call an incredibly complex theater. We all have our roles, our daily routines, our interactions. But honestly, the biggest challenge isn't the external world at all. The hardest part of this performance isn't the acting itself. It's becoming completely lost within our own minds. I mean, in today's ultra-fast-paced world, very few of us are actually living in the present. Think about it for a second. How often are you physically walking down a street, but mentally you are drifting somewhere entirely different? Introducing a simple, daily practice like focused walking. Literally, just feeling your feet hit the pavement, noticing the air on your skin, is an immediate antidote to that mental drift. We really have to break free from being trapped in these illusions of time.
Which brings us to part 2, letting go of yesterday.
The past is absolutely a completed chapter. It's already changed, it's dissolved, and it's over. Done. It belongs to what has already happened. That means your previous failures, your mistakes, and even your biggest successes, they're finished. And yet, so many of us constantly revisit those painful memories, sort of picking at old wounds and replaying our regrets. By doing this, we're literally holding on to a decaying burden. It's just slowing down our progress and completely draining our energy right now in the present.
And this brilliantly illustrates the clear choice we have to make. On one side, we've got carrying the emotional weight. This is when we live in those old wounds, which, as Buddhist philosophy teaches us, totally destroys our mental clarity and our ability to move forward. On the flip side, we have the much wiser approach, extracting the lessons. This doesn't mean we just pretend the past never happened. It means we pull out the lessons we actually need to learn, and then we drop the emotional attachment. Letting go of that heavy, exhausting emotional weight is exactly how you create spaciousness in your mind. You learn from the past, for sure, but you do not live in it. And that spaciousness, that is your direct path to true inner peace.
Now let's look at part 3, the fog of tomorrow.
So the future is inherently uncertain. It's unformed, and we often experience this immense anxiety, fear, and stress simply because we overthink and create totally unrealistic expectations for what's coming next. Buddhist teachings are very clear that the future cannot be fully controlled. It helps to think of your mind as a garden that needs very careful, present attention. If you plant a mango seed, you nurture it today, you don't sit around agonizing over why you aren't getting an apple tomorrow. Outcomes just cannot be predicted or forced beyond their natural conditions. When we try to force the future to match our exact, rigid plans, we are completely setting ourselves up for disappointment.
The future is exactly like a dense fog. When you try to peer way too far ahead into that fog, literally all you're going to see is uncertainty. And if you allow that giant unknown to drum up fear and anxiety, you end up actively destroying your peace in the present moment. So instead of getting totally overwhelmed by the fog, just take a conscious breath. Pull your vision back to what you can actually control. Just focus on what you're doing right this second.
Moving on to part 4, the illusion of mental drift.
Now, what's really interesting about this slide is how a super clear pattern emerges when we map out our emotional suffering. Look at this. When our mind drifts back to the past, the resulting emotion is almost always anger or regret. Why? Because our status is just replaying experiences that we have absolutely no power to change. And when our mind drifts to the future, the resulting emotion is fear, because we're just projecting imagined events that haven't even happened yet. The amazing thing is, these emotional disturbances completely lose their power the very second we stop drifting through time and just anchor ourselves back in the now.
Which leads us perfectly into part 5, anchoring in the present.
Let's look at this core philosophical concept, satipatthana.
This is the foundational Buddhist practice of mindfulness. It basically means to be fully aware and deeply focused on the present moment, zero distractions. And you know, it starts with incredibly simple acts, like mindful breathing. Just feeling the cool air enter your lungs right now, noticing the rise and fall of your chest. It's all about giving your absolute, undivided attention to whatever you are doing right now in this moment. This isn't just about zoning out and relaxing. It is a highly active state of deep, unwavering focus.
Because here is the bottom line. The present moment is the absolute only reality where life actually happens. This is exactly why today is called a gift. You can't change the past, no matter how much you replay it. You can't control the future, no matter how much you worry about it. But the decisions you're making right now, that is where change is actually possible. That's the only space you truly possess.
Part 6. True strength and focus.
Practicing this kind of presence fundamentally redefines what you're capable of. A lot of times we confuse strength with external dominance, physical power or forcefully trying to control all our circumstances. But true, genuine strength, that's inner stability. It's the ability to maintain your calm and keep absolute awareness even when everything around you is total chaos. A truly strong person stays firmly anchored in the present, and that inner stability is exactly what allows you to handle intense pressure and make way better decisions while everyone else is panicking.
And that kind of stability totally unlocks the power of focus. A scattered mind that's constantly torn between yesterday's regrets and tomorrow's fears is, frankly, just not effective. But when you give 100% of your attention to the present moment, even the absolute simplest actions become incredibly powerful. Consistent effort right now is what builds lasting success. Every single skill or achievement you could possibly want is really just the result of attention applied over time. Engaging fully in the present is pretty much a guarantee for accelerated learning and growth.
Finally, Part 7, living with awareness. So the crucial point is, how does this actually translate into your normal day-to-day life? Well, to live fully means experiencing life exactly as it unfolds right in front of you, not through the memory of the past and not through some imagined future. When you become fully present, the transformations are immediate. Your mind becomes crystal clear. Your emotions balance out, finally free from yesterday's anger and tomorrow's fear. Your decisions get significantly stronger because you're acting on actual reality, not an illusion. And ultimately, your life just becomes vastly more meaningful. To really lock these benefits in, I highly recommend starting a very simple morning routine. Literally just 5 minutes of sitting quietly, doing some mindful breathing before you even touch your phone. That alone can help maintain your focus throughout the entire day. Peace and success aren't far-off destinations. They exist entirely in how you engage with this exact moment.
Internal awareness isn't just some passive, feel-good concept. It is genuinely the most valuable weapon a person can possess. When your mind is stable and rooted in the present, it becomes your absolute strongest ally. Going back to our garden metaphor, having that internal awareness is like carefully and lovingly pruning a bonsai tree. It allows you to shape your life consciously and deliberately, rather than just constantly reacting defensively to whatever life throws your way. Mastering the present moment is the true key to unlocking your full potential.
As we wrap up this explainer, I want to leave you with one single, absolutely vital question to think about. Will you continue to revisit the ashes of the past, or will you fully own this moment? Because within this very moment, right now, lies your true power, your true peace, and your infinite potential. Thank you so much for joining me. Take a deep breath and go own the present.